Hello, good evening, good night, welcome, and all that jazz. Okay, first of all, let me introduce to my team of merry men. Today we got Grizzlies back. We've got
Yay!
we got Pal, and we got main man, which is Valhalla.
Hello.
And nice to see you here, Valhalla.
Thank you.
If anybody's got any tips or anything to do with War Commander, Valhalla is your man.
Oh, I got a
Trust
great tip.
me. Oh God.
When you've already got the Omega Herald, it's pretty much fucking useless doing another Omega Herald base.
All right, there's a tip for you. Right. Oh God, it's going to be one of those nights. Right, we come straight to the topic, folks. We're going to be talking about the new platforms, the Gen 2 platforms. We're going to talk about the faction turrets to go onto the Gen 2 platforms. And I've got a few things to say about the upgrade and shit for that. We're going to talk, of course, the new event, which is 6 days coming. I am so fucking sure we just had an event. I'm losing track of this shit, right? And this event is called Deliverance.
Yeehaw!
Yeah. Suey!
So if anybody is wondering what this music was, that is the music of the film Deliverance. We thought we'd bring a bit of snazz into this fucking shit.
This
And
this is a this show is a highly produced and expensive show. We do
I,
nothing if we don't do a lot of money into our productions on our little side things. So
oh
hope,
God.
hope you all appreciate that.
Plus, of course, we shall be talking about this 69 that's been going on. And like I said, I will try to stay calm. And when I say this, this happens. Silence. It's either silence or Grizzly falling off his chair laughing.
Yeah,
One of the two.
right.
Right. That should explain it. Right. Let's get to it. First off, Warpath tomorrow. Who's looking forward to it and who isn't?
Oh, me.
Grizzly.
Oh, I'm looking forward
Go
to it.
on.
I
Oh,
really am.
good.
I'm looking forward to it. My on the map, my bases is surrounded. I mean by anything from level 7 to level 15s. Jesus, peak fucking Christ! I'd be there for 8 fucking years trying to get 300 fucking points. Phew. I've never seen so many goddamn low levels in my life. If it was any lower, go ahead
Well,
and ask me how low was it.
go on.
If it was any lower,
Asking.
it would be
Go on.
equivalent to Donald Trump's approval ratings. Oh, there it was. I got it out. Politics. Heike loves that.
do not
I
bring
got her.
that fucking
I
orange
got
eye
her to
into this.
choke. I bet she
Oh
spit
my
her
good
celery
God.
clear across the table.
Yeah, probably. Right. So you're looking forward to it. Pal, how about you?
Mm, yeah, I guess I'm ready for it. It's Warpath. It is what it is. I don't ever seem like I'm ready for it. It's just like it comes and it goes and it's what it is. I don't I know a lot of people it's fun at times, but then Other times it's not. I'm ready for it, but it ain't really all that to me.
Okay,
But
well,
then again,
just
this is
enjoy.
somebody that's got like 84 Blood Thor and haven't used them, so I might not be the
Hand,
best person to answer that.
hand, hand some over. Okay, Valhalla. Now I know your answer. Go.
Oh yeah, I love Warpath. Great fun. Love it that people can't 69 really through Warpath, which is great. It's because of the 4-hour bubble, when you can only hit the same player twice, where it's Ultra Warpath. So yes, I like to get some payback definitely through Warpath weekends.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I hit very few dead bases. I prefer jumping into sectors and. Yep, and having action like I enjoy getting attacked myself. A great part of it is, that they can only hit you as well. Well, originally it's normally only once, but at the moment it's twice. Yeah, I think it's great, and obviously I don't have any banked Blood Thorium because I'm trying to max out my legendary BFG. So yep, those 12 Blood Thors I shall look forward to getting on Monday after it ends. Yep, good fun. Especially where PvP season ain't running at the minute, so we definitely need that Warpath.
Yeah, I gotta admit,
Definitely.
I agree with you. And instead of just being a joke around, I actually enjoy the Warpath thing. I really do. Yeah, I do have a good time with it. It's like you said about. I think the
Do
key
you
point
PvP
in the
more
Warpath.
during Warpath than other
Oh,
times, Grizz?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Just simply because I was never a huge PvP, but I enjoyed it. But once the 69
Payouts?
infection took over,
Okay.
PvP just went out the window. I just went off bucket. Now with Warpath, like Val said, pretty much, it's open up, buddy. Let's go. Let's have some fun.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear that then.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's really the only thing as far as PvP that I like about War Commander anymore. You can't hit anybody anymore. I mean, it's
Well, that means that they've done their job correctly. If somebody that does not PvPs during an event made for PvP, that's good. That's good to hear that.
It is. It is. You're right. You're very correct on that.
I mean, most of us, and I include myself and Valhalla in this, for us, it's the revenge for the 69. Am I not correct, Valhalla?
Yep, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? It's
it's like the number one time to go through those logs and look just for those specific people, and just make it a point to get revenge on them first.
That's it. Now,
but
I have to agree. Nutcracker did make a statement here, and unfortunately, it's about 50% true. He said Warpath is fake. Too many dead bases on the map, and that is a truism because a lot of people
there is a shit ton of dead bases on the map.
They run through and whack the dead bases, and they can get into it. But at least it gives the lowies a chance.
I've always been wishy-washy about the bases on the actual map issue.
Yeah.
People spamming fake accounts, that's one whole other topic. But as far as just bases in general on the map, I think that's always, though there's positive and there's negative sides to it both ways. It's good to have them during quite a few different times throughout the year, and not just Warpath.
Yeah.
Sometimes people may just come back to the game and say, you know what, I want to do PvP again, and they'll just start doing PvP again using those smaller bases as their learning runs, their practice runs,
right.
to instead of testing on a live player that's been active every day for the last 2 years and losing 2 or 3 platoons. Those bases actually do serve a purpose at times, but I still don't think it's a necessarily high enough purpose all the time to keep them. But you're right. There's a shit ton of bases on the map.
Especially since Kixeye, where you can do now up to level 39 with tunes, within 20 minutes. Whoever came up with that,
they've actually updated. They've actually updated that offer, Hiker.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they've dropped it.
Based on all the feedback. Yeah, based on all the feedback, they've actually gone back into the system and redone all of that. where you're not just loading the game and getting everything thrown at you 90 miles per hour for free. You only get a certain amount of things now, and you have to progress until you get another offer that'll pop up, which is better than it was. It wasn't the fix, but it's better than it was.
Because most of the dick sucking 69ers, they will use them level 39 bases to cover their bases.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they're going to use.
Based
You know
on
what
the
I mean?
feedback, since they made the update, Hiker, based on some of the feedback that I've seen on the forums and Discord and our PAL page, most people are pissed off that Kixeye actually went in there and changed it without telling people, because they actually added this into the game without telling people.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
and now they've updated it without telling the people, and now people are even more confused about what happened to begin with, because they've gone in behind themselves and fixed it now. And people are still saying, look, you gave those people this and this for free, and I've been playing for 2 years and I don't have that.
Well,
So it's still not a fair fix. So that's the overall consensus that I've seen, is they're
They
even
should
more
have
pissed
never
off
done
now.
it. They
I
should
can-
have
I
never
can-
ever done it.
I can tell you who the guy was that came up with that idea and did it.
Go on.
It was the same motherfucker that named that unit Leonard, which is the same guy sitting on the fucking porch playing.
Okay. But they should have never done it. I mean, I can understand they're wanting to bring, more people in for revenue, because that's all what it boils down to in the end, is money. Yeah. But they didn't realize how conniving some War Commander people are. They will use anything to manipulate the game.
Well,
Because if one of them does 2039 bases,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's just taking the blatant piss.
In
there
my
was
opinion,
there was
they
a guy.
should've-
There was a guy in 47 that was building 39 bases like crazy and selling them. I mean, 4 and 5, 6 a day. And like Sec here says, Sekhmet Cooper says, the level 39 bases can build everything that a lot of people who've been playing for a while still can't build with the amount of Thor they can hold.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just, if you're going to, if they did it for one, they should have gone ahead and taken everybody that was a level 35 and up their Thor in their res, said, here's a free up on your Thor and a free up on your res, so you can catch up like the rest of all these other people, instead of having people building new bases. Because then you end up with what Nutcracker said and Joey said, you end up with a shitload of dead bases, because people quit with their 32 or 34 and say, fuck, I can get a 39 for free.
They should have never done it. It's fair enough. It's all looking, their investors is looking at the bottom line. If they see 20,000 people or 20,000 bases, right? And then they see 60,000 bases, it looks good. On paper, it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's on paper.
Well,
it's
I don't.
Us who are sitting with our fucking asses on the map.
Yeah.
And we see all these bases spring up and going, what the is going on here?
I think Kixeye has a problem, and it must be congenital or something in the air there that they all catch. Maybe they should check their air conditioning vents. Nobody seems able to think ahead of what repercussions are going to be. It's like, here's an idea, we'll throw it out there. Oh shit, that was a bad idea. Let's pull it back. They've done that since the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Here's a unit, nerf it. Here's a unit, nerf it. Here's a unit. Well, that didn't work. I mean, they don't seem to be able to think ahead. I mean, 50 years in construction, if you're building shit, you look at something and you go, if I do that, that's going to cause problems over here. And they don't seem to do that real well.
I was going to let Valhalla jump in because I think he was fixing to jump in a while ago, but I just want to say, we give them a lot of credit we have been giving them a shit ton of credit
Yeah.
for the higher communication skills that have been taking place. But if you actually look at some of the shortfalls from the last 6 months, some of these shortfalls in almost every case, it could have been prevented with one thing: communication.
Yeah.
So when your number one source of failure is your number one source for free input, you have some problems going on within your gaming team company, your gaming team, because communication is free.
Yeah.
It might cost money to make surveys on Survey Junkie, but let's be honest. If we were all business owners and we purchased a deal from that website, it probably wouldn't be nothing to us, a couple pennies.
Right.
If we owned our own company. So those surveys aren't nothing as far as communication.
Yeah.
But actually talking with the players on Discord, on forums, in private messages, watching these YouTube shows, if they actually just took from the actual communication from everywhere, they could actually feed off of our responses and make the best game possible.
Right.
I mean, because like for the longest time, a lot of the stuff that everybody complains about in the community, even though sometimes there'll be one player that has a positive response to this topic and there's another part of the community that has a negative response, either way, there's always communication that's there being sent out. So their failures recently, in my eyes, have actually been at their own hands and not the players or the communities, because we've actually, like Valhalla always says, every time I hear Valhalla talk about events, he says one thing that Kixeye never does. He'll say, why can't you just load the bloody store down? Damn it. Why can't you just give us shit we want? Even if we don't want it, put it in there. This man has been saying this. I know I can recall for the last 3 years. Valhalla's been saying this. You got people saying these things constantly and they never get actually implemented in the game, and they lose money off of that. It's not like it's hurting us, it's hurting Kixeye. So
now that all being said, and I got to agree with a lot of it, I'd like to touch back with the first part of that your statement. They have, in my eyes at least, and a lot of people I talk to in the game, and I don't talk to many of them anymore except the ones that are good friends over the years, but they all kind of agree that the one thing Kix has done is open the lines of communications about 1,000% better than they did 3-4 years ago.
Yes.
I mean, we can all remember back to Sulaco and a couple of the mods there that just went, now, fuck you, we're running this our way, and wouldn't listen to anybody, wouldn't publish anything. And then everybody who played War Commander that also played Battle Pirates would go, Jesus Christ, the CM from Battle Pirates, they're posting, shit all the time of what's going to be happening and what's going on. And they had their version. They actually had a page. They had their version before Discord came out, where you could at least get on the page and go, hey, and they would actually respond to your ideas or your complaints, and I've never understood why somebody couldn't walk across the fucking hall in that Kixeye building and go, yo, assholes.
I mean, I will say with Battle Pirates as well, I think it was like once a month or, every couple of months, they have what they call a round table.
That was every month, and then sometimes even twice a month.
They bring players in, and they bring the designers in, and there's everybody's there, and there was shooting ideas backwards and forwards.
Yep.
Right? And Valhalla mentioned he was in one of them that which started now with War Commander. Am I right?
Focus group. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Focus.
Right.
Something that always baffled me, why they never fucking asked me. Any ideas?
Because you're too damn focused.
Yeah, I can see everybody. The minute somebody says, I think we got to invent Hika, and all of a sudden the room just fucking empties.
Well, actually,
everybody grabs their salad bowls and fucking runs.
I don't go on Discord very often. The last time it was on, I went on it the night before the focus group was gone, and I just typed in there. I said, it's weird, they keep having these focus groups. Why am I never invited? And then the next thing, I'll get invited onto it. So
cool.
Oh, I know for a fact I will never get invited because I know for a fact they sure as hell don't want to hear what I have to say because I don't kiss ass.
Okay, Kicksite,
For
you hearing
nobody.
this? You hearing this, Kicksite? You need to invite Heike.
Right?
But I
'Cause
will
I
warn you, get your damn salad bowls and your flak jackets on because it's going to be ugly.
All I wanted to quickly say is just quickly where we were talking about the new bases coming into the game. Realistically, they should have left the base exactly as they were, level 2, but just to make, because it's all about catch up in this current time of the game, they should have just overhauled your units, and gave each new base that's at level 2, like 10 phalanx, 10 technicals, just some units so that and they're insta built so they can start playing the game. They don't need their buildings in their base touching.
Yeah, they could, give them those units, give them because they're going to have to give them increased res to do repairs.
Yeah,
because,
but nothing that's to do with.
I had a mini for a long time, and every year when the Christmas comes along, they do the 12-day Christmas, and I ended up with a crap load of stuff for the mini, who was like a level 13. It was great until something died, and then I couldn't repair it.
Yeah. You didn't have enough credit for it,
I agree with you, Val.
We're talking about somebody, and not mention no names, Grizzly, but ask him what happens when he's trying to do the ops. He forgets to turn the fucking thing on.
Kixeye, I'm going to talk to you about this, Kixeye. I've had a lot of health issues lately, and maybe I'm not completely far. They removed a whole shitload of my insides, and I've been dazed and confused now. Well, actually, pretty much my whole life is what Heike's going to tell you. But here's what you really ought to do, Kix. Make it a little easier on old guys like me. And I'm an old guy. Okay.
Oh, stop!
I really don't belong in this fucking game with all these kids. All right. So
somebody get a violin.
Here's what you need to do, Kix, for old guys who, really, just aren't up to health speeds. When you start fucking shadow ops, I'm going to tell you, the minute somebody clicks on the shadow ops base, activate the motherfucker. I shouldn't have to push another goddamn button. I go in there, months and months, years ago, I go in there and you know what? I'm tired of doing like 800 of these little goddamn, 100 point shadow op bases. I'm gonna take this 4,000 one on, and I run over there and I take every goddamn unit I own and I kill every fucking unit I own. I got like 3.5 fucking days of repair. And then because I am just honest and I have to just immediately, because I know she'll find out anyway, I PM Heike and go, gee, guess what I fucking did? Oh, you didn't activate it again, did you? No, I didn't activate it again. Just come on, make it simple, Kixeye. It doesn't have to be so fucking complicated, okay?
Oh my good God.
My God. It's simple. It's not a big, it won't take you a lot of money to fix that one little thing, would it? I mean, ask Leonard. Tell him to put down his banjo and see if he'll fucking do it.
Okay. Right, Grizzly. I mean, Kixeye, if you're listening, just for Grizzly, just for him, because there is not one fucking week where he starts the ops and forgets to turn the fucker on. Not one fucking week.
Not pretty much right there.
Okay.
I'm looking at the side chat here, and there's a bunch of other people in side chat here that are all laughing because they've done the same fucking thing. So, at least I got some company. Thank y'all for standing up and admitting that.
Oh, I'm damn sure you're not the only one. So everybody's looking forward to Warpath. Now, I just would like to say one thing. If Kixeye is watching this, right?
Oh, Six got an idea. Segment, Cooper. Here's what they need. When the minute you're going to hit that base, a pop-up should pop up and say, "Did you remember to activate?" I mean, if
episode.
fucking Microsoft can do that, are you sure you want to delete this dumbass? You know, I can see it. The perfect segment. Perfect. You know, did you remember to activate dumbass?
Don't forget the dumbass at the end
That's
of it.
it. Put the dumbass in there.
Okay. One thing I would like, oh God, one thing I would like to mention during this Warpath, if Kixeye is watching, okay? Now, everybody knows that Kixeye bases are on the map when Warpath is on, okay? They're giving everybody a shot to hit their bases. Some of them are pretty awesome. They actually will talk to you. All right, they actually say that was a good attack. That was too good. You need a hand. I mean, I know one of them will took his units out of his fucking base so that even fucking low levels could hit him. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about, right? However, there is some that will sit in locked sectors. Now, I hate fucking locked sectors at the best of times.
Yeah.
Because they're not filled with actual players.
Right.
They are filled with a handful of players and 1,000 fucking of their minis.
And
right?
now they're filled with 1,039,000 so that they can't dump all the level 2s out.
Exactly. Because at one time, Kixeye was able to, you know, clear sectors of all the level 2 bases, which with the level 39 or even 16 and 15, which was for months on the map they were doing, and it wasn't just that they were doing the bases, they're putting all the tunes on the map, literally hundreds of tunes on the map. They surround the bases with hundreds of level 15, 16, and now of course level 34 bases, right? Ask them, Kixeye, to jump out of locked sectors and go into any open sector.
Spread it around.
Yeah, exactly. And jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing stopping them from jumping from sector to sector to sector to sector. Give everybody a chance.
Yeah.
You know, and for some of you Kixeye people, talk to the players on the map.
Yeah.
You know, because we've got one, we had one in sector 22, and he was absolutely fucking awesome. He was in fucking tears laughing. Right?
Yeah,
because he would tell you, you know, because he would be explaining, you know what I mean? It was a good attack, great job. Do you know what I mean? I'm going, well, that didn't go too well. Do you want to have another go? I'll move the tunes out. Do you know what I mean? Yep. It was, you know, and this is what you need. While you are on the map, while you know, you are actually there, you can communicate with the players. You will find out a lot. You will find out an awful lot. Yes.
Now,
I asked them.
I'll be right back. I have to go get a cocktail. Okay. And
oh my good God! It's going to be shit.
I would like to let everybody know right now that yes, I'm going to have another cocktail, probably another 2 or 3. And if you think, you know, at the end of 2 or 3 that I'm slurring, I want to correct you right now. I'm not slurring. It is called I'm talking in cursive, and it's fucking eloquent.
Yeah, whatever. Right. So what I'm asking, and I'm sure Pal and Valhalla will agree with me, is jump out of locked sectors, jump about, jump to different sectors. You will be amazed what you get to hear, what you get to see. This is, as far as I'm concerned, fuck forums. For me, that's just a cesspool. Discord is turning out just as bad. I hardly go in there at all. Go on the map. Talk to the people on the map. You will find out what's going on. You will find out what's bugging them. You know, what they're talking about. You know, how they think the game is going. That's the only way you're going to find out. Not for a few people in the forums or a few selected people in Discord. Go on the map. Listen to what people are telling you. And jump out of the motherfucking locked sectors. Right? Because they don't deserve anything. They don't. Sorry, but they don't. If you look from 1 to 4, full. You cannot get in there for love nor fucking money. Same, I think it's 125 is another sector you cannot get into. And these 69 motherfucking low-life crappers, right? What they do, they come, they hit, they get their fucking bubble from their mate, then they will jump into a locked sector. So whichever way you want to look at it, they just fucking the game up for you, right? Okay, that is Warpath. The next thing, and I'm going to literally ask everybody, including YouTube, so whoever's got YouTube open, you have to let me know. These new platform and the Gen 2 platforms and the new turrets to go on top. What do you guys think about that? Grizzly?
Ain't got a fucking clue because I haven't even looked at them.
There-
No. I honestly, I haven't looked at them. I really haven't, and I'm telling you right now, you need to ask either Pal, or Val, because those two guys know it real well, especially Val. Val's really up on the turrets.
Right, let's go to Pal first. What do you think?
Overall, I like the concept of the turrets, but there's only one that really stands out amongst the three, and that's the Corpus one. I mean, that motherfucker, when it's maxed, it's just crazy. It'll just shred a Omega Siege into paper shreds. I didn't think it was going to do that much damage once I got it, upgraded and installed. But watching it over and over, it just shreds those Omega Siege planes in the air where they stand. And like if you send in units with drones, like Cerberus, if somebody brings Cerberus in, it just shreds the little drones up to Cerberus really quick. Whereas the avalanches were just sitting there and tap, 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 tap on drones to things. But I do like the turrets, but I think out of the three that they've came out with, only one of them really stands out and shines.
Because it's a faction.
Okay,
They're
question.
faction turrets.
Question.
You know what? They could have put it in the defense lab, and even if it wasn't a Corpus turret, I probably would still love it because we've been needing new turrets for so long, and when they boosted the microwave and the avalanche, it's not enough. It's
Not anymore, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Does your base have to be fully upgraded to get the new turrets?
No.
No.
Okay. Cool.
You just have to do certain things to meet the requirements, and you could install 9 of them.
But the only argument I have with that one is how long it takes to upgrade them. 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, 10 days. Do you know what I mean?
It went really fast for me with no coin, so it can't be that long because they just came out and mine are already max upgraded. So
wow,
It's 3, 4,
Fucking
5,
show
6, 7 for the levels.
See what I mean? Right, Valhalla.
Yeah.
Now comes the main man. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Like Jervy said, yeah, the lead storm is the king turret of the three. The Corpus one. It's amazing. It's a shame, in my opinion, that the other two are so lackluster compared to it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I've maxed all three, and yeah, they are really, really subpar to it. Basically, the Survivor turret is literally like, without lying, it's just like sticking a level 1 hammer tank on a turret. That's what it is. So it's
Really?
yes, exactly the same. The Survivor one, it's slow fire rate like the old hammer was, and it's like a level 1 one. It's not. It doesn't do great damage even at max level. And the Sentinels turret, really bad as well. So that basically gives the effect exactly the same as the Prophet. It takes a little while to charge up and then shoots a fireball that travels.
Okay. Let's get a little more specific here. So if you're going to up the turrets, say you choose the Corpus turrets,
Yes.
right? Do you get an advantage by having your command center as Corpus or not?
Well, if you
that I'm aware of.
Well, the only benefit you're going to get is you'll get the 10% more damage and 10% less damage inflicted to them. So if you totally run the Corpus.
Okay.
So there will be a little bit of a buff there, yeah. The Sentinel one, like I said, it's like the Prophet. It fires a fireball, but the problem is the Prophet one, you can't dodge it but the Upholder, which is what it's called for the Sentinels, it fires so slow you can actually dodge it with a Nova or whatever, and it won't even hit you. So they are really bad. They need a buff big time, those two, to match the Lead Storm. I love Survivors, but I'm having Lead Storms in my base. So yeah, they're awesome.
So the Corpus turrets are it, huh?
Yeah, big time. They're like, when the Avalanche was good in the game like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but the difference is it can hit 5 targets at once, where the Avalanche could only hit 1.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's how good it is.
Holy crapola!
I mean, I was kind of disappointed. I was disappointed with the range of it. That area I am disappointed with, but given the comparison between the Max Microwave and the Max Avalanche, I don't even have the willpower to get on the forums and even complain about 25 or 50 range, just because of the fact I'm getting based on what I think I'm getting 30,000 something more DPS over the Avalanche. Supposedly the Avalanche is the longer they fire, the damage rate is supposed to be increased by a percentage over the time it's firing. So all these years that we've seen 20,000, 30,000, and 40,000 from the Avalanche, really there was a multiplier on that turret. The longer it fires, the more DPS you were supposed to be getting.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't ever really notice that over the years, technically.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like it was a flat out DPS. I didn't honestly ever notice any kind of extreme boost like they always quoted the Avalanches to have. But I mean, when you compare an Avalanche to all the other turrets, yeah, that was our go-to turret after it came out, because even with Microwave's range, they couldn't touch the Avalanche's DPS. So, and it hits air and ground. So even losing the range from the Microwave and gaining the DPS that the Microwave turret didn't have, that was a plus. But I think like Valhalla said too, that Corpus one stands out, but it's only standing out because it's the main leader of the 3 right now. With a little small improvements, the others could be put in their place really quickly. Like those rate of fires. I don't think that they really I don't think they had a lot of heart and time to put into those rate of fires, because I don't think those rate of fires are correct on either one of the other factions. Because even considering that is like a Prophet that's mounted on top of a turret, and even though considering the Survivor one, I don't know how to compare that really. I guess, you could use the Hammer Tank because it does like a spread damage like that. Like Valhalla said, comparing it to a Hammer Tank sitting up there. But until they get those rate of fires adjusted, the DPS don't matter from those 2 turrets because they're so damn slow. You can move out of the way before you get hit.
Well, I'm going to warn everybody right now, and Heika's going to appreciate this. I'm going to warn y'all right now that mark this day, 5/9/2019, or if you're from Europe like Heika and Val, 9/5/2019. Exactly 365 days from now, don't go into my base because I will have those turrets upgraded.
This is a public announcement.
That's it. That's a public service announcement. Just
but just to say, Grizz, obviously some people won't know it as much. It's not just a matter of upgrading them in the defense lab. To actually mount those turrets, you have to change your platforms to Gen 2.
Okay,
so,
let me fall back then. 5/9/2021. Don't get into my fucking base.
It's actually not even that bad. People right now that have pretty Grizz, I'm seeing people Grizz right now. There's people Grizz right now in the game that just have, I would say, moderately upgraded bases, and they're already switching over to the new platforms.
I still got level 4 and 5 turrets on my shit in my base, and I'm a 40.
Oh yeah, that's not going to cut it. I think what is it? Level 10.
5 is it's 5.
Okay.
Micah keeps going, well, you got to upgrade this and you got to upgrade that. Well, yeah, but I can't do this. Well, you got to upgrade this. Well, then you got to upgrade that. So, every time we talk about this shit, she runs me up to about 1.5 years of upgrades. And I'm sitting here on the other end of the microphone because we do the talking on the microphone, the Facebook chat, a lot. And just do this. Well, yeah, what level is that? Well, it's a level 2. What? You got to get on that one.
The only reason I said anything, Grizz,
I'm busy
is
doing
because
the you told me to do. Well, you
It's so
should have had
silly.
that done 3 months ago. Yeah, but I had to do this one first to get enough res to do that. And then
you're so silly.
and then we actually got into a conversation with Wrong Thinker once on the show, right? And he's going, "What's the matter of priorities? Priorities, my fucking ass." When you've got a whole base that's full of level 2 shit, there is no priority. All right? It's grab a salad bowl and hide in the nearest fucking hole you can dig.
And don't ask Grizzly in any shape or form to go into the workshop.
No!
It's funny though, because we're sitting here, Grizz, we're sitting here laughing with you about this, but you're going to see players that are going to be switching to these turrets that you would not think are at the stage in their gameplay that should be doing that. And the reason being is because these new platforms are double the amount of health that a standard platform offers. So you're going to see people doing this that don't have fully upgraded bases. People changing their platforms over is going to be very common because you're gaining 50% more health.
Are you sitting down, Heike? Are you?
Yeah. Just let me swallow this coffee first.
Okay, swallow your coffee because obviously, if they're that important, then I'm going to have to cancel my upgrade on my Bastion thingy to take it up to level 2 and start on those.
And people, if you think he's joking,
No,
he isn't.
I just started it today.
So silly.
Do you know what I mean? And Valhalla knows it as well, don't you, Val?
Oh yes.
What Grizzly's like.
Yep. No Binford 6000s for him.
I look at
You've
my
been for 6,000, yeah.
I look at my base, and it's like looking at a bowl of fucking M&Ms. Which one do I want to do first? The green? No, the blue. No, the red. No, I want to do the brown. No, I'll do the blue one. No, the red one. No, back to the brown one. No.
Oh, Jesus, give me strength. Okay.
Like also quickly, the platforms like Nutcracker said in the chat, because they're like eventually the playing field's going to be evened out for the people that do keep up their upgrades. I mean, like non-coiners, because where we can't upgrade them at the moment, so everyone's going to have the same level platform.
Well,
so at the moment, like people like me that coin is pretty pissed off with that, so because like in 6 weeks time, a player that plays every day but don't coin, he's going to have all these 9 platforms the same as me, where I spent money coining them. But so we should have released the bases so we can upgrade them.
What they need to bring out as well, I looked as I went into the gear store, and I was looking at the tech, right? How many fucking techs do we need for the fucking dog?
I don't know.
Every fucking time they upgrade, there is shit for the fucking dog for months now. Put some stuff in, some for low levels, some for high levels, some for mid levels, and some for Grizzly. Because Grizzly
that's
is
fucking
a category all by itself.
If they were to do that one, if they did that just for me, they would have a page you would scroll for about 3 days.
As bad as this sounds, I don't think, unless they actually bring in an outside source into their company, I mean, we've been telling them for so many years about the gear store and the event stores that I think honestly, unless they bring in an outside source that helps them with these concepts and these ideas, they're not going to do it at all. Because if you think how much gameplay there is involved with both of those areas, event and gear store alone, those two areas are a big part of our game.
Well, here's an idea for Kickside. Kickside, you listening again? Okay. Here's a brilliant piece of advice from Grizzly. Okay.
Oh,
And we went over this, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to do it again just because obviously you weren't fucking listening because I don't see it as we were saying in the goddamn text store that Ike brought up. Here it is. If you are going to sell units in those little pop-ups you put on the screen when you first enter the game, boink, look, here's a unit that we know you don't fucking have and you couldn't get because you didn't have the shit to get it. We're going to sell it to you for about 1/10 the cost of what would have cost you a year ago to get. If you're going to do that, put the fucking tech for the cocksucker in the goddamn gear store. Because that fucking plane I bought can't make it past the first fucking avalanche without dying and flopping on the ground like a wounded fucking duck.
he's talking
And if
about
you
the
hit the
fact that-
fucking bases for the Omega side, I got an Omega one. And if you hit the Omega bases, it doesn't give you tech. It just gives you another part for what you already fucking have.
well,
I got
that's a
enough
really-
fucking parts for that son of a bitch because I keep trying. I won't give up. I got enough parts to build like 18 of them son of a bitches. All right. So, okay. Rant over.
Okay, and you said I should stay calm. What the fuck?
For me, this is pretty calm.
Valhalla,
Yes.
And remember, this is all eloquent.
how hard would
Yeah.
it be for Kickside to make a fucking colossal event store and a colossal gear store? How hard could it be?
It wouldn't be hard at all. No.
How much money do you think they would make? A little bit, a medium amount, or a lot?
A lot more because, like I've said so many times every month, I'm not bragging, but I finish the event normally in 1 to 2 days. You know, I do my 3 run throughs, get everything I need, and that's it. Now, if there was a tech track or, you know, something like that where you could get loads of tech that you're missing out on, then I would carry on playing and spend more money and time.
Bal's the only guy. Yeah, Bal's the only guy in Sector 47 that the event would start, and 13 minutes later he'd go, "Well, I got my 10 million XP. I'm done."
No, not 10 million.
Now you see, I do that, and everybody laughs their asses off because they know I'm joking. With Val, they go, "Oh, fuck you."
Which is
And that
perfectly
record, you too, motherfucker. That's another one-day wonder right there. Well, Ben's done. Think I'll just go have a cocktail. Jesus.
See you, Mark. Thanks for coming, mate.
Almighty. God almighty. You guys just...
Yeah, I've got a little dig to Abbott Kickside, actually.
I got a level 37 Binford 6000.
Right, so there was a show on the other night. I think it was last night, actually. And the Kickside employee was in that show in the side chat.
Right.
A lot
Storm
of people,
Chaser.
yes, and they were. I didn't want to name a name, but yep. And in their on their show, they were complaining about the Gen 2 platforms. You know, they were saying, where a lot of coiners like me are peed off because of we can't carry on now. You know, we're going to be stale. And he said it was all done, to try and even the playing field a little bit, let them do catch up. So, right, this is the funny part of it. Then, so he's saying that, yeah. And what do they release an hour later? Fucking 5 new levels on all heavy platforms. So where's the fucking thing of holding the level in the playing field? Yeah, and things like that really get to me that they do that shit.
well, as far as I'm concerned, I spoke to Storm Chaser. There's a fucker with a waste of fucking breath. But this is the whole point. If you go into the gear store, right, look across the board, right? And I noticed in the gear store today, in the exchange, for your Blood Thor, right? They got, token for this and token for that and token for the fucking other. And they put the Raptor in there and they put the fucking other one in there, right? So people buy the Raptor. Raptor, 1 Blood Thor. You can get a Raptor for 1 Blood Thor, right? Which is fair dues.
You can get a token for a Raptor.
No, you can't.
No, it's not. It's not token. It's actually a Raptor. 1
It's a
blood
Raptor.
for
I'm sorry.
per Raptor.
So you actually are buying a unit. You're not buying
Correct.
a token for the unit.
No. They don't sell tokens. Only
For the
unit.
Raptor.
For people who haven't got their 15. or
Can you
any.
get-
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in a bind, is that really such a bad deal if you're in a bind and you want them?
Can you get
Not really.
Well,
technical?
how about putting some fucking tokens in for the fucking Raptor? Now, here's the thought. Because they weren't in the last two events.
Yeah, I see
They're,
what you're saying.
they're not in the fucking gear store, right? So they put the unit in the fucking
They
gear.
were. Did they come out again? They were just in there.
Yeah, they were just in there. No, the Raptor tokens weren't in there. It was just by a Raptor. One Brothor gets you one Raptor.
No, before this update, just the past weeks, there was something that was the
No.
Raptor was in there for something. Before this
There's-
update,
I don't know. But,
yeah, because
you know,
people were
put
buying
some
them
Raptor
like crazy.
tokens in. Put some Raptor tokens in there.
That Raptor tokens have only been added to the gear store once. It was
Exactly.
for over a week or a weekend, and they said that they would never be doing it again. So I don't know why. Obviously, they
Yeah, but what?
basis.
Yeah. Well, then there's no basis. There's never been any
it's a
basis.
one. Oh, there was once when they first got released.
Do you know what I mean? It's just they put fucking what is it? They put Titan bases out. They put Arcalite bases out. They put Liberated bases out. Do you know what I mean? They do all this fucking shite. Do you know what I mean? But just put something in the gear store, folks, and not just for the effing dog.
Well, to be
You know
fair,
what I mean?
the Raptor tokens should have been added to the raids, really, like all the other legends.
Exactly.
So you do a raid and then
Exactly.
you got some Raptor tokens each.
Yeah,
time
but they
you
don't.
do raids more.
But they don't. But they don't.
Nope.
You know, it's also, you know, this training malarkey where you can swap your tokens, you know, if you one unit is max and you do token basis. Do you know what I mean? Just shut up, Grizzly.
I'm just thinking
How-
about the last time you and I had a conversation about this token and bloodthirst shit. I had a bigger
How-
fucking headache than I did in the goddamn.
Calm down, child.
Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. Okay, I did that. No, not that.
Yeah, you delete any of your tokens, you're fucked. You don't get a go back button. There is no go back. There is no crawl out of the hole button. You click on that button and those tokens are
There's
gone.
no pop up that says, "Sure, you want to do this, asshole."
What was it when they had that when the escorts first came out and everybody was racking up on the escort tokens?
Yep.
I went crazy and was just racking up on those escort tokens because they were offering them so cheap. And I was like, well, why would I pass this up if Kixeye is doing this special little limited time thing? And I went through and scrapped a whole shitload of tokens, and I was like, what the fuck did I just do?
Mhm.
I scrapped the wrong ones. I was going to scrapping Gen 3 and Gen 2s, and I was meaning to scrap Gen 1. I fucked myself.
What?
I deleted over like 300 tokens, and I didn't even mean to.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, that was a positive day and a bad day.
What
I
I
got
was
some-
going to say, Jesus Christ, what I was going to fucking say
Kill
was,
the fucking
you know,
air.
when you do the raid and you do the gold basis, you get tokens for the good
Yeah,
story.
shortage.
You know, when you do the raids and you do the gold basis, you get tokens for the laser, you know, the legendary laser.
Oh,
the
oh,
legendary units,
I did
right?
like 3,700 of those. Jesus fucking.
Well, I've got a shitload of them. How about putting them in for the training? Do you know what I mean? So you can use them for actually units you are using. Are you following me here, or am I talking double Dutch?
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
I know
well,
what you're
that's
saying.
just
Yeah.
important. You know, put them in there so, you know, people like me can fucking swap them and put them on something I really fucking need tokens for, because you don't fucking put them in the gear store or on the fucking map for that matter.
no, I got another bright idea.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, I think Kixeye needs to start a new program.
Oh God.
They need to hire a guy who just kind of goes in and peeks at people's bases. And look at a couple hundred bases. And go, this motherfucker's just like Grizz. We need you to just go ahead and upgrade a bunch of his shit for him.
Dear see
You
you
know,
live.
kind of like a
Do not look
birthday
at Grizzly
present.
Space tomorrow.
And
The
and
end.
Kixeye, I think you got to start out with me as an example. I'll put it on the next show. Here, enter the lottery. Kixeye could be the one loving you. What do you think, guys?
Crap. We both know. None of this
As long
is
as I
gonna-
get War Dog Tech, I don't care.
Here's Heika, with her level 5,800 Binford 6,000 base going. Oh, that's a crappy idea.
Oh God, he's never fucking happy, is he?
Actually, you know what? I love this fucking game just for this reason. Because every time I look at my goddamn base, I just die laughing. I really do. And then I look at somebody else's base that's a couple levels lower than I am, and I'm going, motherfucker, he's serious about this shit. Damn. Okay, I'll go here to this level 15 and knock the snot out of that son of a bitch. You know how many level 15s have been assassinated, blasted, and bubbled because of you sons of bitches that take this game so seriously? You are the cause of hate and discontent.
Man, why are you
Half
hitting
the
that
level
level
30
26 for? Because
That's
that
it.
motherfucker deserved to be hit.
That's it. Because he was there. I mean,
Man, you shouldn't run around the sector just hitting all these little players, man. Just because he has a base name saying I fucked your mom don't mean you should attack him. That's just even better a reason. I flat his base and I fucked his mom. Oh my God.
Wow! Help! Wow!
I know. Yeah.
It's
getting
all you
crazy.
level 50 Binford 6500s that cause all this hate and discontent for the lower levels.
I think, I mean, if we look back,
If we
look back at what we was dealing with a couple years ago, I think we're moving in a totally different direction that is a lot more positive. But I don't say that with any necessarily disrespect to Wrong Thinker or Sulaco or any of them. I think this is something that should have happened a long time ago. This is an online gaming company. The community support should, whether it's paid for or free, you should have people online and actively ready to communicate at all times. Your company is online 24/7 making money. That's those situations where you can't say, well, we've only got this many people in the office today, so there's nobody free to take this message or answer that. Well, technically your company's open 24/7 making money. So your support should be, whether or not if it's free or not, should be open 24/7 too.
Well, yeah,
but
then again,
looking back,
got people on the midnight shift like Leonard playing his fucking banjo. I mean, you're only going to get so much out of that crew.
Even though we haven't seen a lot of the changes that we really want to see as players, as real active players in this game, not just people that log on like once a week and start our upgrades and then we go back to real life for 7 days. We're all active in this game daily. So when we're taking time to say this stuff, we all hope that Kixeye listens, because we're not just talking because it's necessarily stuff that we want personally. A lot of times it is, but it's not always that case. Sometimes we're speaking from experience of, every day we see what people say in the game chats. We see what people say on Facebook. We see what those people are saying over on Discord. There's a lot of us in the community. We could actually be considered a support type of staff, because people see us all around Facebook and the Discords and stuff like that. And if they have a question, they can ask us something and boom, we'll answer it as soon as we get the notification. If you think about that in theory, that normal players and normal corners and just people that play the game actively respond to questions being sent their way, that tells you that a company that's online 24/7 should have a constant support of communication coming in constantly, whether it's going in or out.
I volunteer.
I mean, there's a lot of people that that would, and they have a little support system like that set up right now, and it's getting better. But compared to 2 or 3 years ago, I think the game has improved a great deal. But there's just sometimes it's these little stupid areas that we talk about that really just brain fuck me, because when you own a company, you don't ever make decisions in your company that will cut your profits. That's not smart as a business. And that's where a lot of our complaints always come from on the YouTube shows. If you go back and listen to what people are saying, the things that people are always saying that they're unhappy with are the things that Kickside can easily change, and it doesn't affect the game impact negatively. It actually has a positive impact for the players and the business. So to see a lot of these things, like people like Valhalla getting on YouTube, taking his personal time saying, look, that event store really just sucked ass, Kickside. But the event, I loved it, man. It was awesome. But that event store really sucked ass. How many times do you need a grown man that's a corner actively playing daily in your game saying the same thing before you go, okay, guys, we need to update the event store. It's been 8 years. You know what I'm saying? How many times does this company need to hear us actually say this shit before they go, oh my God, we're losing all this money? We could have been making all this money years ago.
Obviously, a long time.
Yeah, clearly.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right.
Valhalla,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
again, mention the gear store, not the gear store, but the event store.
Yeah.
Clearly, speak clearly. Maybe they don't understand you, but again, speak
Well, Joey
clearly.
was, saying it pretty clearly then, like, yeah, there's nowhere near enough, whatever, like, for example, the next event coming now is Sentinels event. So realistically, nearly most of the stuff you're going to get in there is Sentinel. But it's just very limited. For example, you don't even get everything Sentinel. Like, for example,
No.
they would put tech in, say, for the let's say the what they little units.
It should be stacked with Sentinel tech.
Yeah, well, yeah. What I'm saying, hang on, let me just check a minute. I want to see the bloody name of these units. They are called sentries. Right, sentries, for example.
I knew it.
They put tech in, but they'll only put 2.
I knew he was going to say that.
And they normally only put 2 of the dumbest ones in there. I don't understand. It's a Sentinel event, so let's have every single Sentinel unit in the game tech available to be able to earn through that event.
Right.
And then
it's not rocket science.
All Corpus, then all Survivor. That way, there's more work to get. And
My
for people
argument
to get
is, I don't like these special events. It's either Survivors or Sentinels or Corpus.
Yeah.
I like it where there's all 3. You can choose.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Which one you want to do. So if you, like you, Valhalla, do like 3 rounds, you can do 1 round of each. So you should be able to get tech for each individual one you're doing.
Yeah.
Instead of just the one.
But they do that every 4th month, don't they? Where we get the
I agree 100%
mixed one with the heroes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, trouble is here. Hello, UK. Are you going to speak? Nope, I guess not.
The baby's ate another microphone.
Yeah, the event store is far too small. I've said it. I fill a survey out every month after the event, and I put it in there every single time, as well as saying it on the show. The event store was really subpar. It's just hardly nothing there. God,
they need to change a few things with the event, right? Because it's like I said at the beginning.
If it was my company and I own Kickside, I would redo the whole event store and the whole gear store immediately within moments of knowing they were like that.
Okay,
I would never. Go ahead.
Side chat, Nutcrackers. How many events have we had this month so far? Valhalla, 2, third will be next week. And we're not even a quarter of the way through the month or a third of the way through the month.
I know, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, when it popped up today, Deliverance event 6 days, I went, fuck,
Well-
we just had one.
Well, they're popping all these events for the simple reason is they're trying to keep people busy while they're trying to figure out how to fix this goddamn PvP bubble shit.
Do you know what I mean? Give me a fucking break. They should also turn it. Oh God, what's it called in German? Well, change, each event over. Do the tier event. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. Where you got different tiers for different level. One event, do that. Next event, do all 3 bases, and then go. Corpus, Sentinels, and Survivors base. But change it over because it is getting so fucking boring. Or is it just me?
No, it is.
You mean the format? The format is getting boring.
Yeah, it's repetitive, isn't
It's
it?
the same. It is, and
Yeah,
it's
it
boring.
is. I got bored with the base layouts and the way they're doing these bases a long time ago. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, coming from a war game company, I think honestly they can do so much better with all of the base designs for all of the bases. I don't think they're really using their full potential in their own personal values in the company. When I look at some of these bases, I just think, a little couple adjustments could have went a long ways, to help
The only thing I really did like for the last couple of bases, the really hard ones, they didn't put the fucking anti-missile bastion in there. Okay?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I did like, so
Yeah.
you have to think how to do this. And people like Grizzly could actually get further,
Exactly.
because there was no anti-missile bastion there. And now in my big fucking mouth, you watch this event coming on, every fucking base is going to have an anti-missile fucking bastion in there because I had to
Yeah.
open.
No,
My fucking
it was actually nice not to have those fuckers in. Or at least if they did have one in there, they made it so that you could get in there with a minimal loss to get rid of it.
It is all about, people getting as far as they possible can within the event.
Yeah. Yeah, if you gotta lose a tune just to get rid of a missile bastion, that's ridiculous. For the mid range, and people like me.
Thank you.
But seriously, no, it is. It gets to a point, and hey, I get it, Kixeye, okay? When you get into the last couple of bases, to achieve, getting the max out of it, they're going to be tougher. I get that. They're going to be stronger. I get that, but at least give somebody a half-ass opportunity, to get through it at least once and not lose everything they've got so that they can't play for 2 or 3 days trying to heal everything.
Everybody is a coiner. I just wish it would sink into their friggin' heads.
Yeah.
Not everybody coins.
Now, I understand, hey, they make money on the coins. That's the deal. But when it gets to a point where the only way you can get through is the coin, that just become prohibitive to a lot of the people that are in it. I mean, and his wrong thinker actually had the balls to say one time, well, just go ahead and use a restart token. Fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
that
was the gist of that conversation.
I mean, that's like me saying, Jesus Christ, I got a flat tire, and somebody saying, well, just drive it on 3 fucking tires. Kiss my goddamn fuzzy patoot.
Fuzzy patoot. Okay, now, what was the next topic? Because we've been swinging left to right and right to left. And hello, UK Army, have you got your mic to fucking work?
Aye.
Hey!
Sorry, I'm
We
late,
got
Alan.
him!
Sorry, I'm late. I had a couple of things to take care of.
Get your microphone closer to your mouth, you little twerp.
Oh, mate, let me turn the fucker up. One
There you
minute.
go.
Let me turn the fucker up.
There
Okay,
There we
UK Army, this is all you now because we already fucking died laughing here. Right,
Yeah.
first of all, Warpath starts tomorrow. You love
Oh,
it or you hate it?
You
Yeah.
keep busy, work. You keep busy, UK, because I gotta get another cocktail.
fucking busy, mate. I'm Val's making me fucking spend money again. Or actually, fucking, I've just been revamping my base, and I'm like, fucking hell, show's on. So yeah,
Warpath, love or hate?
oh, love it,
I know you do.
but it's it can get a bit tedious, and sometimes the scoring system is shit how they work it. Especially when you see a level 38 running around with fucking 15k fucking honor, and it's like you've spent fucking 500 gold whacking these top bases, and you're only hitting 8k of it.
Well, it is true. Do you know what I mean? You are right. You know, if you look on the leaderboard, you know, if you go halfway through Warpath, it's low levels that rule Warpath, because us high levels, we get to a certain point, then we don't get anything of any base.
Well, it's not like, you know, I mean, you got to whack off these top level bases, and with this new unit, that Screamer that's just come out, fuck it, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be easy. Right.
it's
That is
not-
Warpath.
Well,
Everybody's looking forward to.
I learned that in Val's base the other day. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Deploy tune dead.
I wish it would have been. I actually wish it would have been the first one they released instead of the last.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that fucking hell, mate. I don't even, you know, the graphics on your computer. By the time it picked up my platoon on his fucking base, it was half dead. I was like, oh, fucking hell.
But it's a learning curve. I mean, Valhalla's base and your base, normally UK Army, both bases are a learning curve, if you know
Well,
what I mean.
I'm going to be
Try
honest
to
with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm fucking straight out copying Val's base, but I'm kind of twisting it around a little bit because fuck me, it's nasty. I thought mine was nasty before, but it says here, test this. I went in and it was like fucking hell, full of mega plat dead in seconds. I was like, oh, fuck me. and you know, with air being useless right now as well, it was like, ugh. I mean, to put a real dent in Val, you need like fucking full 5 plats, and obviously it's going to cost fucking money to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Right now, for everybody out on YouTube, okay, do not look at Val's base, okay? Don't fucking do it. Don't copy it.
Quick, cloak it, Val.
Cloak it. You know what I mean? Fucking cloak it. And don't tell him what sector you're in. Simple as. Okay, UK Army, the next thing we was talking about, what was we fucking talking about? I forgot now, with Grizzly rabbited on. Oh yeah, the new
Gen 2
event.
platforms and faction turrets.
What do you think what Val just said?
As it happens, I was just about to coin max all of it this evening, but I'm kind of waiting till tomorrow, hoping there's going to be a gold sale on because it's kind of fucking expensive.
Nope, sorry,
Yeah,
I've already asked. No
I was
gold
fixing to
sales
say,
in the month of May.
just to be safe, you might want to wait.
Nope,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
It's not happening.
No, I asked Storm and he said he doesn't make the decision. He then told me who does, so I messaged him and he said, sorry, no plans for May for a gold sale.
Okay, Kickstarter, if you're watching, give us a fucking break. We would like a gold sale for Warpath and a gold sale for the event.
Well,
Every Warpath and every event.
If they do the gold sale for Warpath, they're going to get more action, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not much to ask. It's really not.
And it's not that they're losing money by giving, you know, by giving us the.
I've always understood. I've always understood how their outlook could be towards us saying coin sales and gold sales. I've always understood because anytime you're reducing your possible chances of profits, you're going to be taking a little hit. But the thing is with kick size, you know, with kick size coin, it's not like it's the coin amounts not being publicly shared or traded online in stocks. So they can do those sales and it doesn't impact their bottom line like people would think it would. So these sales, we should be seeing sales whenever we ask for them. You
Mhm.
know, if players are asking for them, they should be giving us sales, because that means players are saying, if you give us a sale, I will spend some more money.
Well, this is it. I mean,
Exactly.
end of the day, like, you know, these platforms need doing, and Warpath for those high levels is going to cost a bit of gold. I mean, I was just literally 20 minutes ago about to put the top pack on, which cost me $154 UK sterling. So you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it, I'll wait till Warpath starts, maybe a gold sales happening. But if it don't, then it don't. But it just means there'll be less gold spent on action. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, the next thing we was talking about is the event, the event store, and the event deliverance coming up. Valhalla and everybody else has been complaining that the event store is fucking shit. And there goes Grizzly playing
What
Deliverance.
the fuck is that?
Grizzly was playing the banjo from the
Oh.
film Deliverance.
Fucking hell.
I hope.
Wait till we get to talking about bubbling.
Oh, God, give me strength. Okay.
Are we getting infamy now on fucking whacking people again or what?
It's no, the PvP's been frozen until the entire game team works on a fix for an update for PvP to the entire community. They're working on an actual update that will impact us. Instead of just doing each season where they do the reset, they're trying to put us on pause on PvP as far as Infamy. Our Infamy stays the same, and we still get the same payout that we were getting for the number that we have. So
for all of you friggin' retards out there who fucking smash bases in 69, your asses, you ain't getting shit of any fucking base you're hitting.
Well, that's kind of funny. That suicide guy in who drops into 22 Iker.
I know he had me this morning.
Yeah, I went and got him, and then he went and got me. We both failed on each other, like, because we're more or less on the same base. And then he come back and fucking smashed me again. I wasn't looking, and he fucking got me. But then he turned around, he went, "Hold on a minute, I've just spent all this money on retooling repair, and I've not fucking got
oh, that's fucking funny. I love that. Oh, that's funny.
So, you know, well, it's all good, mate. It's just a bit of fun,
Wow.
Anyone just
Well, what I will say about Suicide outright, he keeps smashing my base, and I'm cool with that because the simple he doesn't 69. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He leaves his base open. You can go, and I mean, I tried his base this morning. The first time round, I got DC'd. It took me like 3 minutes to get back fucking in. In that time, he was in my fucking base. You know, 3 times I got disconnected in his fucking base, but I'm not blaming him for this. This is probably my fucking computer or whatever. But I do grant him he doesn't 69. He doesn't do it.
Val, his base Val is what same as what mine was before I've just started revamp.
All right, okay.
They were exactly the same, more or less, mate.
Oh, were you talking about self-bubbling?
No.
Oh,
not yet. That's coming up next.
So, so it stays open, Val, you know. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's visited me a few times in the night when I'm asleep.
All right, fair enough.
But not since the update, he ain't.
So for all you fucking dumb fucks out there, you know, who go around smashing bases, you know what I mean? You ain't getting shit.
Well, I did.
You know, you're infamy hunters.
I dropped it. Because I knew what I'd have to after I realised I'm family because I did it myself. I went out and hit something. I'm like, hold on a minute, I've got no fear because it knows after reset. I thought, okay, I'll have to go and whack a base and it'll reset my base to 0 and I'll get me 100 points. So I went and whacked something and realised what was happening. Then I jumped to 188. Yeah, funny. But
I bet.
Like I said, I jumped to 188 and I was like, woo. Dinner time, and it was like fucking couple of lads come flying over and that fucking whacked me and went, fuck that. No point.
It's kind of weird too. I know this is it's on topic, but it's off topic. It's kind of weird to me because since they did the downtime and everybody's been frozen, it seems like people are having more quote unquote fun
Yeah.
with the PvP based on what I'm seeing, which is kind of strange because, all this time, most players, not a lot of us, but most players been thinking that the infamy on the base really matters. But when you get down to it, it really don't make a fuck, really.
No.
As long as we're getting credit for the hit, that's all that
Yeah.
really matters to
I
us
think-
as players.
I think.
I
people-
mean, we don't have to have a number on our base to measure ourselves. We play a lot of us just play the game to have that fun, not measure and compare necessarily 100% everything about ourselves versus a person. But I
Yep.
just thought I'd say that I have actually noticed an increase in the global chat of people actually seeming to have more fun.
Yeah.
Whereas before the game went down, it was the normal daily bullshit. People bitching, people moaning, it doesn't seem like that. People seem to be okay with this Frozen Infamy shit. It seems
Yeah.
like people are
Well,
actually chatting
called-
more,
it's
and
called-
I'm seeing people talk that hardly ever talk in the game.
It's called back to playing the game the way it was designed originally.
Right. You get hit
Okay.
and you hit the fucker back.
Yes. Now we come to my favorite topic. Okay? UK is already fucking laughing because he knows what's fucking coming. It's, Kickside don't seem to find a way to stop that 69 crap. Okay, now I don't think actually then now how bad the situation is. Now, probably Grizzly, is that you? Fuck's sake.
Grizzly, close the midget porn during the show.
Yes,
Tiny bubbles.
Grizzly, turn it off. Yeah,
Tiny bubbles.
right? UK Army will agree with this, and Valhalla will agree with it. Fucking Grizzly is fucking pissed.
No, not yet.
will agree.
Not even. I've been waiting to play that tiny bubbles for you and your bubbling shit.
I turned around and said,
I'm gonna rename your base when you ain't looking to Tiny Bubbles.
God, it's gonna. You get the feel it's gonna be one of those nights.
Yep.
See, I forgot what I was gonna friggin' say now. With
We
this,
just all need Grizzly's weed dealer when we get done with the show, so we can all
Oh God,
be
no!
as happy as Grizzly.
If I was
what
if I
I
was
was going to
doing
say,
weed, I'd be hearing snoring.
what I was going to say, and I don't think Kickstarter actually knows how bad this 69 shit is. Right now,
God,
UK
hold
Army will probably agree with me. Any sector you'll jump into, 99.9% are sitting in bubbles. Am I correct?
Well, the war's not at minute because Infamy's been frozen, but
Right.
Yeah,
Everybody's open now, pretty much, which is
think-
so fucking weird.
I think everybody's trying to suss out how to beat this fucking screamer more than anything at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but normally, right, when you jump into any sector, 99.9% is bubbles. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So
I think
where are we supposed to do PvP?
we need
There's
to
no
get.
fucking base open.
I think we need to get about 8,000 people just standing outside of Kickseye with ukuleles singing Tiny Bubbles.
I'm so silly.
Oh God, he's got one of his fucking heads on today. But where is the PvP if you can't hit bases?
Exactly. There is none.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Now, here is my ideas, and I want everybody's input, including out on YouTube, how we can combat this 69 shit. Okay? Now, I think one of my ideas is the best one I could probably come up with is take the infamy of bases. It will do two fucking things. Well, one main thing, and that is, and probably everybody agrees, is when you jump into a sector now, you look at what UK Army.
Oh, the leaderboard. Whoever's
Right.
at top, whoever's highest gets whacked. If they're all
That's
open.
it. You look at the highest infamy. In every sector you look for the highest infamy and you look if he's open. I can guarantee you 99.9% of the time, the one who's at the top 3 ain't open.
No, ever.
They're never fucking open. Okay? So take the infamy off bases. Keep the infamy within the alliance. Now, I know people are going to turn around and say, well, what about the people who are not in an alliance? You know, well, give them, they can keep their fucking infamy. You know what I mean? On top of their bases. It's their fucking choice at the end of the day. But that will make people actually jump into a sector to fight the enemy instead of looking for infamy. And these dick sucking fucking 69 twats, all they're looking for is infamy. That's all they're looking for, is to get the infamy. They jump back into their locked sector, offload the infamy onto a mini, and then jump back out again and collect more fucking infamy.
And
Am
they're
I
actually, and they're actually selling this shit to other goddamn clans.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you agreeing with this?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with it because, and I'm serious. They're actually selling their infamy bank to other clans.
Wow.
Give me gold, and I'll switch my infamy bank to your tag.
That's the first I've heard of that one.
Yeah,
Are you
It's been
agreeing
going on a while. It's just not. It's
Yep.
not. It's been going on for a while, but it's just not something that everybody's doing. There's
Yeah.
only a very few select people who do it. But yeah, they have been doing that as a
Yeah.
tactic
Yeah.
to make money off of the game.
You know,
yeah,
this is
Yeah.
one idea. Take the infamy off the bases, keep them on the leaderboard. Agreed?
Yeah.
Good idea or not good idea?
I think it's a great
It's the
idea.
only idea, really. I think.
Well, it is a good idea. But like I said, it's one of them where then obviously you need to whack the higher level base you hit of that enemy tag. Obviously, the more points you get. But it's still.
What I'm saying is, you will jump into a sector not looking for infamy. You jump into a sector to
Yeah, but-
fight
Yeah.
your enemy.
See, I'm
Right.
thinking
Can
about.
I say a bit now?
Go on, mate.
Okay, so a true 69, right, in my book, is someone who jumps like into my sector now, for example. He brings an ult or a friend. He will surround his base with the ult. He will then hit himself while he then goes off hitting 1 or 2 bases in my sector so no one can hit him. That's a true 69.
Yeah.
That is.
Now,
that's
removing
true
infamy is
69.
not going to stop it because they'll still do it.
No. However,
I know a lot of players that play it strictly by that routine, and they just. But my method, which is it's not mine, but someone come up with it. The best method to stop it altogether is currently right.
Damn the fuckers.
No, hang on. At the moment in the game, right, there's a 10-minute cooldown timer. Yeah, when you pop your bubble, because that's how they do it. They jump in a bubble, so they can't be hit, so they won't lose their precious infamy. Right? They surround themselves. They go out sneakily and try and get their base. Then they pop and hit themselves. Then, because they can't be bubbled, because of 10-minute, 6 to 7 minutes at the end of the attack, they'll quickly let go, boof, and re-attack again. And then they 1-star them, okay? Now, if they change the 10-minute bubble timer to 15 minutes, instead of 10, that will mean he cannot be bubbled himself, because currently at the moment, when you do 2 attacks in the game, your tunes get sent home. So he will never be able to 69 himself anymore.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's
No,
7
yeah.
minutes
Yeah.
is 14.
Well,
The problem with that one is, right, you get, and I know one of them, right, he only will ever hit 1 or 2 bases as soon, and he will not do, he got the 5 2s round his base, right?
Yep.
And as soon as he sees his code's been posted, that's when they hit his base.
Yep.
In that time, that motherfucker's already hit 1 or 2 bases, right? So he can go out and hit 1 more base, and he's already fucking, he has no problem. So this 15 minutes ain't
Yeah.
going to work either.
Yes, it will. You don't get what I'm saying because I
No,
PvP
because
every day.
he will get his bubble. He will get his bubble with one hit.
How can he get his bubble? Because of the
With
15-minute
one hit.
cooldown, he can't be bubbled. Do you see what I'm saying? He cannot be bubbled because it's 15 minutes. He pops when he gets to the sector. He then hits. He cannot be bubbled himself for 15 minutes. Now, the bloke that surrounded his toon with 5 toons, his base, can only hit him twice. Then all those 5 toons will be sent home. So
Yeah,
there's a 1 minute timer there. So the people in the sector seeing him do it can smash him because the other toons will all be sent home.
It's a case of if he's seen in time, innit?
Yeah, yeah. Well, obviously in active
But
sectors,
there is another solution which I've heard.
mhm,
Basically, do the same as what you were saying beginning. Take the infamy off the hedge. Yeah. Still, that doesn't stop the 69 like you were saying because the high rank are liable to
mhm.
self-dome the sense to keep that bigger chunk in the alliance pot. Yeah, agreed.
Yep. Yep.
Right. However, the 69 bit. However, if you're whacked by a player who's been instantly domed, I've heard of something like a spec op that where you can hit them back, either regardless whether they're in dome, within an hour.
Right. Right. You see,
Revenge attack.
Yes.
that was one of the 2 items I came up with, UK, and 2 shows
Well,
ago.
That won't be happening.
It was do spec op thing and or do a reverse warpath. You know, where if you hit me, you and you bubble, you get a pink bubble to my eye, so that I can come back and whack you if I'm online. So at least it gives me a shot. And that pink bubble
Well,
to
my argument-
to my eye would last 24 or 36 hours or 18 hours, whatever, and then be done. So at least I would have a chance at revenge. You know, it's a reverse warpath bubble. You know, so either do the spec op or do the reverse warpath bubble.
Well,
it
neither
might-
of them are working.
The spec op. The problem with the spec op is people will buy that by the
Well,
fucking hundred.
Well, I understand that. And that's
And
what
then
I'm saying. The other
smacking bases that
That's
are
right.
in
No.
bubble.
That's why
The
I'm
spec op
saying-
was only to hit someone back that's hit you in the bubble.
right,
You
And
can't
that's
just go
what
and
I'm
hit
saying.
anyone.
And it
right,
could be only like-
exactly. And
and it would only
that's
give
what
you
I'm
a
saying.
certain-
Either
certain
that,
amount of time to do it as well.
yeah, either that or do the reverse warpath bubble, where if they hit me, then I've got one shot at coming back at them. You know, they retain their bubble, but just not to me.
Right. Well, I'll tell you now. Right. They are not changing nothing to the new PvP season to stop 69. I've already spoke
No.
to Kickside. What they're changing. Okay. Right. You know, like a little while ago, we didn't have the A key in the game. Yeah. You know, the A key for attacking.
Yes.
Right.
The reason was everyone that was cheating, they used a clicker so they could auto click to beat you. So that's why they added the A into the game, so that
Mhm.
the auto clickers never got a boost anymore. So
Right.
everyone was the same, and they're going to do the same with this new PvP season. What they're changing is they're not going to stop people doing 69s. They can carry on doing it, but what they're going to do is for the genuine players who don't bubble up, you're going to get bonuses for not bubbling.
Oh,
That's
well,
what they're working on doing.
That's bullshit.
Well, that's
I'm
what they're
sorry.
working on. That's what he's told me.
Well, they can shove that right up the fucking jacksie because that's fucking bullshit,
Why is it?
right? Because for the
Well, for one, Valhalla, if you get smashed by an enemy,
Yeah.
and then if you get smashed by an enemy and you've got like 13 hours repairs, you're getting punished because you were attacked. But just because, so you would be punished for repairing in a bubble, which would not be good. That is, that's not fair play. To punish a player for sitting in their bubble, maybe while they're repairing. I understand there's a lot of people out there that will repair just until they're ready, and then they
Yeah.
pop again. That's kind of really what you
Well-
want to happen in the game. But with that method that was just being discussed, that would, if you start punishing players that are in bubbles, that would mean fair players that aren't even doing nothing wrong are being punished. They're losing out because people are popping their bubbles and sitting open. So it's kind of weird. That's kind of, I can see why kick size kind of, no offense to anybody, but even my input too, sitting back and listening to the input from an outside and just listening to y'all each talk back and forth, I can very clearly understand why kick size is so scared about touching PvP, because y'all make a lot of damn great points, but almost all of our points can be manipulated some way or another. So I can understand why they're hesitant about implementing something that could possibly highly exploited. Like why? Okay, the special op thing is a great fucking idea. I won't deny it's a killer idea. But why do I want some guy hitting me from 3 months ago if I just got flat 2 hours
Oh,
ago?
no.
And I got
It can only be in the 36-hour period.
See, that's what we were saying earlier.
okay, but the same thing might apply.
With
The same
spec
thing
op
might
thing-
apply.
With the spec op thing is
That
that
was
it's
just-
only good for so many hours.
Well, I wouldn't
But that's but you can still put that. But you can still put that in example. If somebody, if you were just hit 5 hours ago and you've got 16 hours of repair, and then some guy from yesterday hits your base again, and all those repairs that you say you had 16 hours repairs and you did half of them, somebody uses that op and hits you while you're in a bubble, your stuff is still dead, and you come online, you're like, what the fuck? Wait a second, this is bullshit.
Pal, on that one, mate, on that revenge op, obviously, if you're offline, it's tough shit. But if it's a blatant 69 while you're being whacked, you should could have that spec op, even if it's only a spec op that lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, or an hour or whatever.
I won't even say an hour, 10 minutes. If you're online, 10 minutes is all you need.
Yeah.
But do you think people would manipulate the op that aren't even trying to hit people that 69 is what I'm saying?
Well,
Don't you think people are going to manipulate that and hit people that have?
They're scrapping
I mean,
it.
there's
They're not doing it. The spec ops
if
going to be wiped.
Right. If you're going to use an op just to hit anybody, I mean, technically, you could use that op to hit other people that didn't 69.
No. That op would only. The idea would be that.
Well, my argument is
the player that hit you, it'd be the only player you could hit. You could hit that player who's hit you.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm
within 10 minutes. With just say for example, within that 10 minutes. Therefore, that makes up for that 10 minutes of the base being open.
Yeah.
And that's
See, that's why I'm pushing for the reverse warpath bubble.
I'm just saying, based on their history,
the reverse warpath bubble.
But like Val's saying, there,
that would allow you to hit them and you only. You know, it's like, you know, if you got warpath, if you hit somebody, they go pink, you can't hit them again, right?
Right.
On this, we would do just the opposite. They would have a pink bubble during the time, or green or purple or whatever color, and you only would be able to hit them back.
My argument is what Val was just saying. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Right.
Well, like I said, it's not my idea. I'm telling you,
now
they've told me it's going to be happening. It's not finalized yet, but
let's put it this way, and everybody knows this. Kickstarter is going to do jack shit where the 69 is concerned, because they're actually not cheating, which they are not. But fuck me running if they don't manipulate the fucking game to a fucking T. For me personally, what I would like to see is, now I'm asking a question here to Pal, UK Army, Valhalla, and Grizzly, right? When you hit a base, how many tunes do you use to hit a base in PvP? Grizzly.
1, maybe 2.
Pal.
Yeah, if the base isn't overkill, 1 platoon.
UK Army.
Well, I would say 1, but wait, the bases I've been visiting lately, like Val's, fucking hell, you need fucking 10.
Yeah.
On a serious note,
No.
How many?
Well, on average, you're looking at, well, on a normal base, you do it with 1, but on a base like Val, you're looking at, well, I mean,
3.
I'll be honest, yeah, at least. Because fuck me.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, it's best base I've ever hit so far in game. I went in his fucking base and I got annihilated in seconds, and I was like, fuck me.
Valhalla.
Yeah.
Not that I need to ask practice. How
Uh,
many tools do you use?
I've got a strict thing in this game because where I do PvP a lot, you know, I hit a lot of bases. So I only ever strictly use one. And if I'm a person, because some people don't like to fail, but I don't give a shit. So if I hit you and I only get you to 60% after I've used my one PvP ground, my one PvP air, and half of a normal air plat, then I end attack. I think, fuck it, I'm not spending no more money. Well, good, no, I'll just put on their good base and retreat my toon zone.
Fair play.
Yeah.
To you,
Good.
mate. I can't do that.
Fair play. Now what? Now you just have to fucking carry on until it's dead. Now, what my argument is, if you show Kicks Eye proof, right, that this motherfucker's got 5 platoons round his fucking base, right, and you see, because their excuse is, you know, they could be hitting him. Bullshit. This is what I was asking: how many tunes you use for hitting a fucking PvP? You know, for hitting a fucking base. So if they say proof 5 tunes round one base, that base getting fucking hit, you get full screenshot with time, date, the whole fucking 9 yards. Every fucking time Kickside gets one of those, they need to take at least 500 infamy off them instantly. Don't ban them because they're not cheating, but they're manipulating the game. Take 500 infamy off them immediately.
Yeah,
Every
but
fucking
the danger of that, yeah, is, and it's not hard, you know. Photoshop is a very easy thing to use. I could Photoshop easily now and make out an image that's got 5 turns around it and send it in.
this is my argument with Kickside, and with now within the fucking game. I have now, you know, I can actually say 90% completely lost interest because of this 69, which I have. I have lost complete fucking interest because if you think about it, people like you Valhalla and you Kayami and fucking Pal and Grizzly, when you hit a base, right, you don't have somebody sucking your dick while you're hitting a base, right? You play fair and square. If you hit somebody and they hit you, fair dues. Am I correct?
Yep.
I mean, the most I'll ever do is I'll lock up with PvP bases, but I mean, that's pushing it. That's still not even 69 locking up your base.
No.
Because
No, it
if
isn't.
they're good at sniping, they can get in. Anybody can get in if you got a good sniper. So
Exactly. That's a 69. That's not the 69. That's the Ring of Fire. That's been going
Right.
on for years.
I still do that from time to time. It depends on where I land in the sector. Sometimes I land in a really shitty place and I'm like, nah, fuck this. I call somebody to jump in with me and they'll attack all the PvE bases around me because I won't have nothing around me to secure my base. I'll just be getting rammed, which sometimes that's fun. Sometimes it's fun just being plastered and plastered back to back. But some days when it depends on the sector you're jumping to and, you know, how your mood is. Sometimes people don't like being hit back to back like that. And they'll lock up the PvE bases, which based on Kickside is fair play. As long as you're, you know,
For me, the
they
Ring of
say
Fire was never a problem. The Ring of
Right.
Fire was never a problem because you can break the Ring of Fire.
right. And then when they
Yeah.
implemented the
But
platoon morale, that helped with Ring of Fire. So that was a blessing when they did that morale update.
But the 69 shit, and I am so fucking damn sure that Kickside is not going to do shit, right? Now, as I was saying, when you hit a, you know, when you go out smashing a sector, a base, or whatever it is, none of you here on the panel, and I know quite a lot of people out there, like Suicider, for instance, they don't do 69. It's just pot luck if you get caught, if you know, bad luck if you get caught and you get smashed, right? You do not use another one to hit your base. Your bases are hard, okay? Because you like, you know, to smash it. If you get smashed, so be it. You know, good job, whatever. All right. But these 69 motherfuckers, their base is literally set up for 69. There is nothing in there. Everything is on one side. Everything that could harm a level fucking 3 for that matter is over to the other side. you know, and that is all they do. And what pisses me off more than anything else, when these motherfucking useless twats jump into a fucking sector, right, smash bases while they're fucking having these mates suck their fucking dicks, and then brag about it. That's the whole point. They brag about it. And then they're telling people, go out and fucking get more infamy so I can take it off you. Fuck you. That's my answer to fucking... No, seriously. When you go out, you collect your infamy, Valhalla and UK Army. You fight for your infamy fair and square. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, we
Do
get to a
they?
certain point.
Do these motherfucking low-life scum do it fair and square?
They don't.
No, they don't. They're fucking motherfucking scum. You know, I don't... And I said I was going to stay calm, but with this 69
Well, people don't understand,
It
Hiker.
makes me
Sometimes
so
people don't
fucking
understand
angry.
why you people sometimes don't. They think, oh, he or she is just bitching and moody and complaining because they don't have nothing else to do better with their time. But that's not the fucking truth at all. The reason why some
No.
people are more vocal about this than others, it's not because the other people are more relaxed, more laid back, more happy going people. It's just that some things affect people differently. We have played this game for so many years that when we see something go on in front of us that truly pisses us off, that's when you see us express ourselves about it. Valhalla is an active corner saying, this event store pisses me off, but I'm loving the events. I just hate the event store. There right there is your pinpoint moment when you're, as a company, you say, we need to fix this event immediately. These stores need to be boosted and offer more techs and prizes. We need to stop PvP and put it on pause. And we need to listen to what the community's saying about all this before we do any kind of updates. We need to start doing testing behind the scenes. And what I was leading to is, for the first time, the reason why I can't agree with all of your moans and groans and complaints is because I've actually been here since the beginning of the game, like a lot of people have, and I've seen the different styles of PvP. And 69, it is far different than any other type of gameplay, because you're not only exploiting the mechanisms of the game, but you're cheating a fair player or a corner. And while you're doing those two things, you're also cheating Kixeye out of possible coin. Because if you're hitting a corner while you're 69ing, that corner is most likely going to coin repair their shit because they're pissed off and they want to hit you back. They're most likely going to coin their shit, rush to your base, and by the time they get there, your base is already bubbled, so they're fucked. And this is where the anger comes from the people that voice their angers, whether they're corners or they're free players. It's because when you take a function away from players that is freely given to us, whether we coin or we play for free, it automatically is a fire point. It's like a fire hazard. You're taking the most important part of a war game and you're fucking with it. And it's actually, we all know it's the players that are doing it, but Kixeye tries to come behind the players and fix it sometimes with bad fixes. And I'm hoping, I don't know if I'm right with saying this, but to my knowledge, since the game actually had sectors, 2000, I think it was the end of 2011 is when we got more sectors. But since the game went live with sectors, I don't think they've ever actually paused PvP exactly the way they've done right now. So I'm kind of on the sidelines right now, 50-50 both ways. I'm kind of sitting back watching what Kixeye's fixing to do next, because I don't remember any point in my years in this game them ever pausing PvP for anybody. So for them to pause PvP like this,
they're pausing PvP not to fix the 69. This 69 shit will never be fixed.
Are you sure though?
Yeah.
Are you sure though?
Can you guys remember when this helicopter come out, which can go over tunes? What was it called,
Right.
Valhalla?
The drop ship?
The dropship.
The drop ship. When people manipulated that, you remember that? They put two on top of each other so you couldn't hit the base?
Yep.
Right.
Right. See how quickly they fixed that shit?
Well, they removed it back out of the game, yeah.
Exactly. They fixed that shit quick. You know, and I don't understand why they cannot, for whatever reason, sort these 69 fucking twats. Really, I do not understand it. I've been playing the game for 7 fucking years, right? Literally before the fucking world map. Yeah, so don't any fucker tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, because I fucking do. And I have never, ever been so fucking angry at this 69 crap. Really, really am. Never been about anything. When they're cheating without, we fought them. You know, we sent tickets, you name it. I was one of the happiest person on the planet when they finally managed to stop the fucking cheating. You know, the instant repair and the instant up, you know, building, upgrade and all that. I was a happy teddy, right? What I don't get, I really don't get, is this 69, because the only people that are all right with it, if you go on to the forum or if you go into to Discord, are the motherfucker who's using it, who's doing it. Them are the only ones that are all right with it. I am damn sure the rest of War Commander fucking hates this shit. They really, really hate this shit. I have never been one to be disrespectful in global. And people who know me like Grizz and you, Joey, and you, UK Army Valhalla, you know that. I take everything with a pinch of salt. You know, I say, oh, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? And that is about as far as it went. But you see, now, if I see one of these 69 fuckers and Beast, whoever is in that Beast account at any one given fucking time, he is, for me, the worst. I've jumped into a sector, and Palace in it, and I'm sure Valhalla has and UK Army has, where there is fucking 6, 7, 8 bases, 69 in at the same fucking time.
Yep.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Yes.
And it seems to be perfectly all right. Kixeye don't seem to have a problem with that.
Because the clan I run with, where we high coin, we jump in many sectors, yeah, you know, for a couple of hours fun, and as soon as we land in, and they start bubbling up. Oh shit, moderator, let's bubble up. Seriously, you know.
See,
Yeah.
but it's weird to
But you
me.
see
I don't
what I mean?
know. I guess in our own way we could all each be called business people, because you know, regardless if you own a company or you work at a job, you still work for a business. I mean, if you think about the steps that are happening when 69 happens, it's insane to think how long we've been dealing with it, considering how it impacts Kixeye. If Valhalla can't go hit somebody that just flat his base live in the game, what is Valhalla not doing when he does not hit that base?
Well, he's not spending money, is he?
He's not spending not a fucking penny because he can't. Yep. So if players are using a manipulation to block coiners from coining, I'm sorry, y'all. If this was, I'm just saying, it sounds stupid, but if this was my company, this shit would have been done fixed. I wouldn't be letting nobody cheat me out of my money. If I owned Kixeye like I own my own business, I would not be letting people run around my game steal money from me. I'd be slapping them bitches all around the fucking world. I'd be saying, you're banned, you're banned, you're banned, you're banned, you're gone. See ya, fucker. See ya. Bye. You're banned. I would be slapping them left and right. I wouldn't give a fuck about no outcome of the repercussions. I wouldn't care if somebody, you know, gets on the forums and cries because they got banned for 69. And if you're cheating my fucking company and you're cheating our players, you need to be gone. And see, that's what I try not to get frustrated about it. But if you think about some of the shit that goes on in our game, you would think the company that's losing the money from the people doing this shit would stand up and take pride in fixing the problem. You know, we all want to see Kixeye do good because we love this game, but you know, week after week we have the positives and the negatives, and you don't want that really from a gaming community when you're trying to make money. I mean, just saying in general, if you're trying to really make money from a game, you don't want people getting on YouTube bitching about your game. You want people saying, wow, this week Kixeye did this for us, and this week Kixeye did this for us. and this is where we've gotten to with the frustration level. It doesn't necessarily matter if you're a corner or not. At the end of the day, if you're manipulating the game to block somebody from doing something, then you are cheating. That it's just plain and simple. It should be cut and dry. If I get caught doing it, I would expect the same fucking treatment. If you catch me back to back to back abuse, I would expect you to ban me out of your fucking game. And I say that open-heartedly. If Kickside caught me doing that shit every day, I would be more than happy if they banned me, because that is the right thing to do.
But
You are losing.
My argument in all this is for Kickside is, what if everybody is doing it? What if every fucker is 69ing?
They wouldn't be making no money.
Well, not just the 60% that are doing it now, but I mean everybody. You UK Army, you Valhalla, Pal, Grizzly. If you're all doing it,
There'd be no one to hit.
exactly. And it's getting that way. It is getting that way.
I've always heard people say over the years that they thought that the events were Kick-Size cash cows, but I've never really agreed with that statement. I don't think the event each month is Kick-Size cash cow. If you look at how much people spend in PvP every single day in this game, I kind of think that oversees the event. Because you've got some high corners out there that might just spend like 200 or 300 coins some events because they're so damn good at this game. Whereas you've got corners that spend that in like 20 minutes in PvP. So
Yes,
to compare,
Valhalla and UK Army.
I don't think
Mm-hmm.
the coin amounts are completely, in my eyes, they are. I don't know if that's factual or not, but to me, I think PvP makes a shit ton more money than events do.
They've changed it. They announced it early this year or last year that PvP now is the main profit of the game now. Anyway,
I mean, events wise, you can run through events now. I mean, if you want to do just to unlock that unit, you can run through without spending any coin. But if you want to go token bashing and get that unit to level 20, then you're gonna have to spend some coin, because obviously no matter how good you are, your units are gonna want fucking healing to keep rolling. But
my argument is
brought that old out, haven't they? We've just had an old out, and I mean, I fucking kick the shit out of that old out. I've got enough text to take my next unit up to level 20 instant, so I've only got to run through once or twice to get the unlock the unit. But PvP wise, I mean, if a clan's open, I mean, I've done it before in the past. I've quite easily I put well over a K gold on just for one fucking sitting.
This is what I'm saying. If everybody does it, there is no PvP. And at the moment, there is no PvP because these 69 cowboys have killed PvP. Because nobody's interested. It's the same with this 10-minute or 15 minutes like Valhalla was on about. If you get bubbles, and you jump into a sector, and as a non-69er I'm talking about here, and you go out and hit 10 minutes, you're going to get smashed. For 10 fucking or 15 minutes, you're going to get fucking smashed.
Well, it's turned into a game of Black
So
Ops,
people...
You jump in,
so
smash
people
what you can, get the fuck out of there because everybody else is bubbled.
So people ain't going to pop their bubble before their time's run out. They're not going to do it. It's like since last Warpath, I had over 10k in infamy, right? During Warpath, because I love Warpath. I was going around smashing fucking bases. Okay, I am now down to 6k of infamy for the simple reason, not those people like Suicider who flatten me fair and square, kudos to them, all right? But 99% of me losing my infamy is for 69 dick suckers, right? The infamy I earned during Warpath, smashing high-level bases, right? I get taken off me by cunts like fucking Beast. Yeah, which is the worst.
There is a solution for that, right? And I'm going to tell you what it is now, right? If you don't 69, I mean, I don't 69. I did do when it first started. I'll admit it, I did. and I did it in a big way. Then I thought, this is fucking boring. It's shit. I prefer to let people in the base because half the fun for me is giving that massive repair time out to a player because it's even better than smashing a base sometimes, to be honest. But what I do is it's as simple as this. You hit a certain mark on your infamy and you offload it onto a bank. It's as simple as that. That's what you have to do. You have to offload it onto a bank.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to.
Well,
This is my argument.
but
You
that's what
shouldn't
have
have
to
to. You know, all because of these dick-sucking 69 twats. And yes, I am pissed off with it. I am seriously. What annoys me more with it than anything else is the audacity to brag about how good they are.
Yeah, but it's not that as well.
That's
you know,
for me
because
is the worst.
once you hit a certain amount of infamy, anyways, you run out of targets. Anyways, it's just the way it is. So if you hit 10, well, like last season, this season just gone, you hit 10k. It's really fucking hard to get a good target, you know. And only way you're going to do that and get it because you know you're going to take mass damage when you go in some of these bases. You know, and to make it worthwhile, you've got to take some of this infamy off your own head.
This is what I mean. You know, take the infamy off the basis. That way people don't see it. You know, so I had my bitch about the 69, and I am sorry, folks. I'm going to keep on bitching about it.
This one's just for Heike.
Oh God.
Somebody's getting a bubble in a minute.
Grizzly,
You
Back
better
it up again. You're
better
never
go-
going to get me down.
You better go 69, Grish. She's coming for you, pal.
Snipers to Grizzly base.
I've been
Snipers to
trying-
Grizzly's base.
UK, I've been trying for the last 30 minutes to try to find a 69 song.
you know, I'm
I
sorry.
can't play
you
any of
know,
them on the air.
I really am now getting to this point, and I turned around and I told Kickstarter this: you ain't seen another fucking dime out of me, or me doing PvP while this 69 shit is going
I'll
on.
be
I
honest,
ain't doing it.
I
I'm going to do the warpath.
Do you, Val? Do you
Pardon?
prefer defending over attacking?
Do I prefer it?
Yeah,
No, I like them both.
I will be. I will admit, mate. I think I like defending better than attacking.
You see, this is where the fun in the game is. It's the attacking and the defending, correct?
Yeah, but you know,
That's where it's supposed to be at.
but you know the defending way. You know full well if a player uses that ground PvP. I mean, granted, you can have 4 ground PvP. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 into yeah. You know, fair enough. Ground you're not really so bothered about, but you know full well when they've used that PvP air, which tends to be like 50. Well, was 15 legendary raptors or slightly less if they chucked a Mega 3 squadron in there or a Shepherd, whatever. But you know straight away when they start dropping them gunships in and them Shepherds and them Heralds and then whatever else that comes, you know you're giving them some heavy fucking repair time because it's in normal air.
Yep.
And that's where it hits a player hard as fuck. I mean, my main air. If I lose my main air, I think it's something like 150 gold to replace. I think maybe more.
Well, it's 48 for 2 9 gunships.
Is that what it is? Is it 48 gold?
48
You know
gold,
what
yeah.
I mean? And I've had guys got fucking 18 in one hit on my base, you know, and still left with like only killing me like 45% or even just getting a 1-star, you know, and it's like nice. Because you're not bothered because you know it's cost them.
I gotta ask a quick question here, everybody. Seeing as how UK brought up the Shepherd, I would assume everybody here on the panel has the Shepherd.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Was everybody as confused as I was when that son bitch was going in and dying, even though nothing was fucking shooting at it?
No.
Can only happen to
I was pissed off
Grizzly.
with it,
you,
but no, I
pal.
wasn't confused.
Can you
I
see?
believe if you work
Here's-
through, if you the Shepherd turns a unit, that unit takes fucking hits, doesn't it? The Shepherd takes hits as well.
Here, yeah. Well, you see, here's the Grizzly tip of the fucking week, folks.
Oh God.
When you get a unit, you might want to read the fucking fine print about that son of a bitch that they put out there when you get it. That says, in their own inimitable way, Well, you know, when you buy the Shepherd, it turns units into zombies, and increased damage will occur. And nobody can fucking understand it unless they went to geek speak school. So, in other words, when you turn something into a zombie and it turns around and it gets shot at, your fucking Shepherd gets hit. You know how many times I flew that motherfucker around going, what in the fuck is shooting this son of a bitch? And it's not shooting my Herald.
Oh God, give me strength.
Oh dear.
Pretty fucking amazing.
Valhalla.
Pretty fucking
Valhalla,
amazing. Pretty amazing when you go back and read the directions, you know? Jesus,
Valhalla.
be Christ.
Yep.
Here's another thing where you can make it simple, okay? So next time when somebody buys a fucking unit like the Shepherd, and you're going to go all along with a paragraph and a half of goddamn gobbly fucking text speak goop, just say, when it turns shit to zombies and they get dead, you're dead. It's easy, ain't it, Kicks? It's easy. You don't have to sit
Yeah.
there smoking your dope and stuffing your fucking nose full of shit in your desk. Probably most of
I'll
us
be
do
honest.
that anyway, and you're getting ripped off on your deal. Just make it simple. You know, they die, you die.
The
There it
first,
is.
right. The Shepherd is the only unit that has ever been presented in this game that has actually kind of put me off because the way it's used and the damage it takes, I'll be honest with everybody, I haven't even used it. The way it's a weird unit to me.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I've actually figured out some ways to use it to my advantage. Once I
Right.
figured out that it was going to die just because the little assholes on the ground were getting shot.
I use
Right.
it. I got 11 Raptors and Shepherd in my
Learned,
PvP.
learned in a real big hurry. Fire it once and run like a motherfucker.
11
Fire
and
it
Shepherd,
again.
Mal.
Run like a motherfucker. You know, it'll do a lot of damage. It's great. Don't be sitting there turning shit into
But
zombies.
to quickly counter that, to quickly counter your deployment of your PvP Shepherd, Valhalla, wouldn't I just need to select all of my units and drag them underneath your Shepherd and then let my base kill my own units to kill your Shepherd?
No, because I don't have a Plum Ruby, so I wouldn't be shooting you.
Okay.
I spawn it in and I target your CC. The whole purpose.
See, that's
of it.
why I don't understand the unit. I mean, it's supposed to be a multi-purpose unit. You know, the shots turncoat enemy units and make them allied units. But by the time they get hit, they've lost 50% of health, and while they're being hit, they're actually giving damage to the unit that. You know, I don't understand it.
That's what I mean.
It's not that I don't understand it. I haven't found the value yet.
As
One
wrong,
at a
as
time,
wrong-
please.
as Wrong Thinker would say, it's a matter of priorities.
Meat shield.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all
just
it is. It's just
The
a meat
turncoat
shield.
effect on it needs turning down. That's the only thing. You know,
I mean,
it should only be awarding like 5-10% damage out back to
Yep.
the mothership. That's it.
Yeah.
like Val was just saying there, you send that Shepherd to CC and CC only. That gives you a little bit of leeway with your other air. That's it.
Hmm. Well, it's got
Okay,
very
Paul.
powerful bombs. It'll kill the CC with 2 or 3 shots. So
I don't
We've been
understand.
at
How
it
does
now.
it make it that far?
because it's a lot more resilient than the Herald is
Yeah.
to
Oh, okay.
technicals, and that don't hurt it.
It
The
is.
only thing that really drops it is Hunters with fusions on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. We've been at it now for 2 fucking hours, folks.
Have we? On a
So-
clip of 10 minutes.
Yeah, because you had to be bloody late, didn't you? Okay, folks. Now I'm going to go across the panel. If anybody wants to mention anything or say anything, then knock yourselves out. Let me start. Get Grizzly out the way first. Go on, Grizzly.
Oh, just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up today in the chat. Some new people and some old people with name changes. Glad you explained who the hell you are. Matt, Mark, it was great to see you guys again. I really appreciate you showing up. Seth, first time I've seen you. It was great to see you. Thanks for a lot of the info and a lot of the questions. It was great. We really appreciate it. Hope we had fun. And thanks to everybody on the panel. And Love 47.
Thank you, Grizzly. Pal.
Shout out to everybody on the panel that came. Valhalla, Grizzly, you, UK, Pal. shout out to everybody who came, and thank you for everybody that came in the YouTube chat and that was commenting, sharing feedback about what they thought too. My last shout out is to Sector 178 and the tag UKLX for the very, very hard work to win the season, PvP season 13. A lot of people have been on forums and a lot of people have been on Facebook whining and crying about how they cheated to win. And I literally watched this team bust their asses day after day after day, getting that infamy. And I watched these people do it and they busted their asses doing it. It wasn't no cheating, no exploiting, no bullshit. It was just hard fucking work and they got it done. So I just wanted to give them a shout out to 178 and UKLX.
All right.
Shout out. Yeah, I totally agree with you, but this is so, for me personally, was fucking hilarious. Fucking AAF was scrambling to every fucking clan to get, to get them to join the tag so they can be number one on the fucking leaderboard. For
And
me,
see,
the funniest bit was it that when they got fucking about 5 minutes before the shit was over, when they got booted off number fucking 1 spot to number 2 spot, made my fucking day. All this, all this begging, give me your high infamy basis, because they did it to me. I think it was last year. They PM me and said to me, can you give us your high infamy basis, so we can be high on the leaderboard? And my answer was then, and my answer will always be, go and fuck yourself. Yeah. My tag have earned their infamy. Now, as an alliance, they earned it. And, kudos to the one who ended up in number 1. Just because they're knocked AF off the fucking pedestal. Yes! Carry on. UK Army.
Fucking hell. All right, obviously, shout out to the panel. Obviously, good to see you guys again. Shout out to the guys on YouTube. Obviously, a bit of a fucking bitchy match going off tonight, it sounds on it, but fairly there is good reasons why. So, we try and keep it constructive, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good to see you again, Grizz, too. It's good to have a bit of
Hey, UK. Good to see you, bro.
Obviously, best of luck in Warpath, guys, and let's see if we can do it.
Thank you, UK Army. Valhalla.
Hello. Okay, yeah. Thanks to everyone out there on YouTube for joining us. Thank you to inviting me for the panel tonight. Thank you. Good to see you all.
You're always welcome. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
What makes you think?
Yeah, I just realised, we're all the old crew from the old days. Yeah, Nut just said that. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, okay, I didn't think about that, but yeah, good Warpath. Whoop. Yeah, looking forward to some fun this weekend. Other than that, have a good week. Okay, I'll see you here next week.
Oh, and let me mention Nut. Thanks for showing up, brother, and Anton. Thank you for showing up.
Yep. Cheers for sticking with us.
Oh, Anton, is that Anton Airplane or something like that? Yeah. I know him.
Anton Airlines. Yep.
Yeah. That's the one. I knew it had something to do with fucking air.
And Heike, you get to sign out with this. Good luck all in the event. Sign out, Heike.
No, because I'm now going to have my fucking say. So zip it.
Well, then I'll wait.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking plan. Okay, first of all, thank you guys. Do you know what I mean? It's been fun. Yeah, we had our bitch, we had our moan, but mostly for damn good reasons, especially this fucking 69 shite, right? Oh God, thank you. Anyway, so my shout out is to all of you here on the panel. It's lovely to have some of the old crew back on here. Like to see some new folks as well. So if anybody wants to come and join us, and bitch with us and have a laugh with us, you are more than welcome. Doesn't really matter what side of, the game you are on.
Oh, okay. So just really send Beast an invite.
Oh, no. Oh, I would actually quite happily do that and take his fucking balls and shove them up his fucking ass.
We'll have to probably bring Jerry Springer onto the show as well, like at the same time. But, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, it's great to have you, the old crew, some of the old crew back together. It'd be nice to have, you know, some new ones and maybe even some of the old ones to come on as well. It's not compulsory. We don't do this to make money or whatever, just to voice what we have to say and most importantly have a laugh.
What do you
Yeah,
mean no
also out
pay?
on you. Shut up, you. I fucking pay. What planet are you on? Also out there on YouTube, you know, thanks all you all for turning up. And also, Grizzly's already made a page which is called War Commander After Dark. So anybody of you wants to join the page, Grizzly, can you put the link out on YouTube?
Fucking hell, don't even think
Yes.
I'm on it.
You are on it, you
Am
damn
I?
ass.
Oh, all right.
Fuck's sake. Some people have brains that be fucking dangerous. Yeah, so that is my shout out. But I just have to say one more thing. Okay. Now, this goes out to one specific person. I don't know his game name, so I won't mention his game name. I only will mention his tag is SF. Now, this stupid fucking retard has got my banned base. By the way, the reason I was banned because some fucking twat hacked my base. Now he's got that picture as his profile picture. Would somebody out there please enlighten that fucking idiot that my base ain't banned? Hasn't been banned for fucking months. Okay, and he's still got that fucking picture as his fucking profile picture. Do you know what I mean? And be a bit, how shall I put this? Mentally challenged.
Could be
Get
his
a fucking
masturbation picture.
Might be. Do you know what I mean? I seriously, you know, get a fucking like my base ain't banned. It's right fucking there. I was fucking hacked. You dumb fucking ass. Okay.
Bet your name's Leonard.
No, it's actually a name I couldn't fucking spell, never mind fucking pronounce. You know, so that gives you the fucking clue. Anyway, folks, thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for just having some fun and a laugh with us and listen to us bitch more than anything else. Oh, excuse me. And Grizzly, have you posted the link? Oh,
No, he
excuse
hasn't got
me.
his Binford 6000 to do it.
Grizzly! No,
Yeah,
no, he's fucking playing dead. He's playing dead.
There was a nutcracker.
Have you posted the link to the page?
yes.
Oh, there's a good fella.
I'm the good
Love
son.
you. Yeah, right. Okay, folks, this is War Commander After Dark Certificate 18. That should give you an actual clue. And we're out. Have a
Goodbye.
great time. Bye bye.